So welcome to this call today. I'm doing how to stay calm amidst the chaos. It's crazy, right? There's a whole lot of cray-cray going on right now and everyone's kind of losing their shoo-shoo. So I thought this would be the most relevant topic to share with you today and just pour some love on you, shed some light, and give you some action and direction on how to move forward in each and every moment. You know, instead of even worrying about too much into the future right now, just keeping you more and more present in the moment. So welcome, I'm Katie Joy. I love to help you transform your life through your life and business from the inside out with love. And it's all about awakening you to the true reality, helping you heal so you're balanced and aligned to create a new reality. And right now, everything's being manifested in our world on earth, ready for an exceptional transformation. And I just want to seed this thought with you. As scary as some of you may be, as scared as some of you might be feeling right now, and as scary as the times may be right now, I just want to invite you to consider that maybe this is an exceptional opportunity for humanity and our planet and what's going on right now. And lots is coming up. Lots is about to be revealed. And today I just really want to address your nervous system so that you can stay calm. Because tapping into fear and being tapped out of who you really are and disconnected when you're in fear, first and foremost, it doesn't serve you or anyone else. It just creates a snowball of, cray, right? It isolates yourself and disconnects you from everybody else in the human network. But here's the key thing. We're facing a virus right now, which the virus is not the biggest threat, right? The biggest threat is actually your mindset, the fear that keeps getting perpetuated. And fear is what will reduce your nervous system, will kick your nervous system into a stress response. And when you're stressed, you're not going to be able to make any quality decisions, and you're certainly going to be impacting your immune system. It gets deactivated because it's not going to be working at its highest function. When you're stressed out and chronic stress and heightened stress, you'll end up making yourself even more susceptible, not just to the coronavirus, but to anything that's going around at the moment. So it's in your best interest to make sure that you are making it your highest priority to stay calm. So I'm going to go through 4 things with you today on this short video, just to help you how to stay calm amidst the chaos. And then I'm actually going to, I'll drop a link down below to share a meditation that I've done, and I opened it up yesterday to the public. Please use it and share it, but use it in conjunction with what I'm going to, share with you today, so that you can consider how to direct your focus moving forward as you're doing how to let go of stress and welcome in ease. Pretty cool. Would you like that? There's a nice resource, a tool for you to access, and you can use it multiple times throughout the day, share it with other people, and just connect with it. So the first thing that out of the 4 things that I want to address today with how to stay calm amidst the chaos is your focus. Like I said, the greatest threat is not actually anything outside of ourselves. It's not ever anything outside of ourselves. The greatest threat is always the perception that we have. And here's the key thing. I want you to really consider what I'm saying here. I'm not dismissing that there's some threats outside of us, right? So can we just park that for a second so that you can just be present with me and receive the gift of what I want to share with you? Hey, Angie, you're welcome. Yeah. I love you. I love everyone. I've got goosebumps. I'm sending so much love, I want to, from a heart and deep and spiritual perspective, I want to let you all know everything's going to be just fine, really. And if that little bit of reassurance is enough to maybe just the relief of tears, or whatever is going on, I get it. And I've got a little bit of story. I might even just share that with you on this one today as well. I was going to do a different one. I might do that on a different call, so I'm a bit specific about it. But today I want to give you direct tips. I want you to be able to go and implement them. I want to give you a little bit of perspective behind the tips, so you understand why I'm saying to do this, because I don't want you to go, yeah, I know that, or, you think you know what to do. I want you to go and apply it. And here's the reason why focus is the most important thing that you want to be able to choose to keep your vibration high, and you want to focus your attention on being present in the moment. What activates stress really, it's not even anything out there. Because right now, the truth is, every single one of you watching this right now, I am positively certain you are safe, right? You don't even have a sickness, or you're not. If you do, well, you're still alive, right? I just want you to be aware that no matter what, anytime we accelerate stress or amplify stress, think about what really goes on inside our mind when we do that. It's because we're projecting on the inner movie theater of our mind. We're imagining something, the worst case scenario in the future, but we're missing the moment now, and we're not even in the focus of being grateful for everything that's available now. And so when you bring yourself back from that projection of the worst case nightmare in Elm Street, you're going to be able to, which is just a movie. It's a movie in your head because you're imagining the worst case. You've got some dots that are happening, and then you're putting the rest of the script together and you're making it mean something, except that you're using that as a weapon against yourself mentally and emotionally, because you're letting yourself get stressed about all the what ifs, the negative what ifs. I mean, if you're going to play that game, at least play the game with positive what ifs, right? Hey, Bernie. Hi, lovely. Thank you. So I want to invite you to, bringing yourself back to your focus of being, which is going to lead me to step number 2, which is making your first priority of harnessing and mastering your energy to raise your vibration. You want to be in a vibration of love, not fear. And so the way to tap into that vibration of love and keep amplifying it, ascending with it, is to focus on gratitude. So be present, because when you're grateful, you're in the present moment. I'm really grateful I've got a home. I'm grateful I've got some food. I'm grateful I've got, a couple of rolls of toilet paper. I'm grateful that even when that runs out, I got flannels, or I got hand and soap wash, or whatever, right? Humans didn't use toilet paper up until only maybe 100 years ago. I don't know. When was it invented? But not that long, right? So like imagining all these worst case scenarios, yeah, sometimes it might be a little bit inconvenient about what's going on. And I want to address something too. I know part of the what if thing, a lot of people are freaking their heck out about, well, what if I can't go to work? Or what if kids can't go to daycare, and then I can't go to work? And then what if I can't get my money? And then what if I can't pay the bills? And then what if the world collapses? And what if? You know what? None of that you can control. And that's a tough one, isn't it? But what you can control is your focus. You can say, you know what? I'll deal with whatever comes when it comes. And in the moment when I'm present, here's the beautiful thing. When you're really present, you enhance your capacity to plan better. And you listen in, you can, because you can tune out all the noise of fear, and you can listen into the intuition, your intuition, God's whisper, that will lead you to tap in and connect with all people and resources that will assist you no matter what the situation. I firmly believe that what's happening right now is actually going to create a revolution, a spiritual evolution, where humanity is going to rise as a tighter connected consciousness. Communities will rise up and connect and bond. People will reach out. And this is something that I want to enjoy and encourage you, that for step 3 is, instead of focusing on the what ifs and all the fear and which is only going to lower your vibration and have you feeling really disparaged and discouraged and distracted with all the things going on and missing the potentials that are right in front of you. When you do step 3, which is be of service to others. Now, even if you're in lockdown, or even if you feel like you want to keep yourself at bay, which is okay, you can still be of service to others by being a higher vibration, first and foremost. If you're in fear and you're spouting off fear, even in your family home, that's not going to serve you and your family, especially your kids, well at all, because it will only program them into fear. So it's your role modeling is going to affect the rest of the family. So you really want to focus on raising a vibration to be of service to your entire family unit. When you put things on social media, or you blog, or whatever you're putting out, make sure you're coming from a place of being fully present, from the highest vibration possible. And focusing on a greater new potentiality, a new reality. If you're going to project something of what if, at least do one that's going to be a better case scenario, right? And just allow yourself to stretch in that field of the unknown, because it's the uncertainty that's freaking everybody out. And this is one of the programs that needs to be overcome, because everyone's been programmed to be dependent on everything external to them to be certain. Dependent on the government, dependent on the news, dependent on the media, dependent on, schooling system, dependent on their parents, dependent on their family, dependent on their, when I say dependent on the parents, I'm talking about the adult children, still dependent on their parents to be tuning in. And yes, make sure that you are surrounding yourself with high vibrational beings who are going to elevate you. Don't let anyone go into argument with you, and please don't do this yourself, to argue for fear. I had it the other day on Facebook, and I stood my ground. I'm like, you're trying to project me into a coffin box in a low vibration on the scale because you're projecting something you're making mean, which I didn't say. Bless you, but I'm not receiving that. Right? And you can do that when you're holding a high vibration and a strong, healthy boundary, because you know where your focus is at, and you're really keeping you being a strong lighthouse and able to radiate your light more and more for those around you who are even more flipping out than you are, because I'm sure that they are. So if you're watching this, I know that you've gravitated to it because your soul has called you to lead you to it, which is a really important thing. So be of service to others, say kind things, be kind, be hopeful, refrain from putting out or even expressing, panic. Sure, you can relay your fears in an appropriate way. You say, yeah, I feel, even to your kids, right? If the kids are freaking out a bit, you can just say to them, look, you know what? The uncertainty, I'm feeling a little nervous and a little scared with it too, but you know what? I'm sure it's all going to be okay. And I can guarantee you, it's not the end of the world, but it is the end of the world in the way that we know it. And this leads me to number 4, where for you to really feel calm amidst this chaos, what creates a disruption to that certainty is because everything familiar to you, everything you thought you knew, is crumbling before your eyes, and it's freaking you the F out, right? You and everyone else. If you're not willing to adapt, if you're not willing to let go of the beliefs and the stories and the behaviors and the way of being that was all associated to the old paradigm of this reality in the matrix that was very much deceived and misled, let's put it this way, which is all crumbling down and about to crack open and make a space and way for truth to evolve and for us to be free to be able to be really, truly creative, free to be able to earn money without being suppressed as energy harvesting in every way you can imagine, for our labor, for our money, through taxes, through just, through keeping us sick so that we stay dependent on a system. All of that's about to crumble and fall away. And it may be that's all you knew, or parts of it you know and you want to make the shift, but then others of it is like, yeah, but like if that's not real, or if that's not really what's been going on, and now it's this, and then, well, what does this mean for this and this and this? And so you being aware that all those pillars, they potentially going to all come crumbling down, or many of them that you thought were your key supports of what you thought reality was, you and everyone else in the world, right? And I actually think it's a really wonderful thing. And this is why I'm here as well, to help give you some support. I'm giving you heaps of free content to help you really start connecting with that emotional intelligence, that awareness, that awakening part, so that you can let go of all of the masks, all of the beliefs, all of the stories, all of the behaviors, all of the attitudes, all the programs that you ever operated from that are not yours, that they were part of a matrix that were designed to keep you small. It's time to let them all go. But the challenge with that is you kind of feel like you didn't choose it. I want to let you know at a soul level you did. And if you're watching this, I know that you believe that's true too, right? And if you are listening and you're watching, I can see some of you on the live right now, give me some love and give me some comments if you believe that's true too. Like you really feel it resonating in your energetic being, right? So the thing is, I really want to invite you to just be aware, and you can go to my page as well, my personal page. I'm releasing more key stuff. I've been releasing stuff for 2-3 years, and what a really beautiful situation that's going to be happening. And you can accept this or reject it, but in very, very short period of time, there's going to be such a flip in the world reality coming up. People are going to be waking up to undeniable truths, and for the first time in history, it'll be a very small percentage of people who will be in denial of what's going on, because what's going to be presented, it will be completely undeniable, right? And it's designed for that, to be able to give the gift of life force back to humanity. So some pretty exciting times coming in. I know that sounds fairly cryptic to many of you, but you know, to try and sort of, if you some of you are awake to what's going on, some of you are not yet. And it's okay. Everyone's going to be. you can't hide from what's going to be unfolded. But what I want to reassure you with is everything's okay. Everything's going to be okay. And yes, the virus is out there, but you can't get sick unless you're in a lowered state of frequency, right? Your body has to be receptive to any virus to unlock and trigger the cells to receive that virus in, so it can replicate and duplicate. A guaranteed way of being sick is by being super stressed with fear. So let that be a motivation to do everything you can to ditch the fear, release the resistance of all the change and the uncertainty, and just allow yourself to float in space, which is why I picked this graphic today, into the space of the unknown. Just let yourself do that. As scary as that might be, I want to invite you. It gets to a point where you go, I didn't die, right? Because it's the fear of death ultimately that's freaking everyone out. Right? It's the death of the way things are going to be, the death of what your beliefs are. It's the death physically. It's the death of loved ones. It's all these what ifs that are floating around in our head. The stories, because they're not happening right now. So stay focused on being grateful in the moment. Be tuned into really connecting with the first priority of your high vibration, making sure that your priority every day, all day, make it a constant habit. Do that by feeling grateful, get grounded, move your body, get some exercise. You increase your immunity when you do some 20-30 minutes of really good exercise. Get breathing, exercise those lungs, make them strong. So if you do get sick, you get over it pretty quick. Build up your immunity with high quality nutrition. Make sure that you're cutting out the processed foods. And as funny as it all is with Kermit the Frog, 2 days into lockdown and 8 bottles wines in, that might not be a good idea. Kind of funny, but not really a good idea, right? If you want to have some wine, but just moderate, right? Otherwise, you're going to be putting too much pressure on your body. And you really want to take care of this vehicle, because we're going through a very rapid transformation and ascension right now, that in order for you to receive that new code, that frequency, you need to be present and you need to be tuning into being calm. So being willing to adapt, here's the key critical thing around that one. This is still on number 4, going back to that one. In order for you to change and transform, you have to feel safe. If you're feeling stressed and in fear, you're not going to feel safe. So you're totally restricting yourself, cutting yourself off completely from a higher frequency to be able to tune into it. So you must do everything you can to feel calm, right? Reduce the stress. I'll pop a link down below for a meditation for you to access. I think it's 20 minutes, but it's a beautiful meditation. How to let go of the stress and allowing ease, right? So that you can go for that one. Has this been valuable for you as well so far? Let me know. The key thing as well, I had increased my energy balances last week after the special a couple of weeks ago, but given the rapid shift of everything going on, which it's all accelerating very quickly, and people are feeling very stressed out, very off balance. I really want to make sure that I can be of service to as many people as I can. And so I'm continuing my 75% off special for a one-on-one balance with me. It's also a full 30-minute session I will go, if you're feeling stressed, if you're feeling like you just can't turn that looping mechanism off in your head, and you just need to be able to be calmed down, reprogrammed so that you can be balanced and aligned, which will then allow you to be clear, you'll be calm, you'll be able to make much better quality decisions moment to moment, you'll be more present for your family. You'll also be able to be more prepared to be activated in a higher frequency DNA upgrade, which is what's happening worldwide. If that sounds a little woo-woo, a bit cuckoo, a bit off planet for you right now, look, tune in. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? I would like to really use all of my life experience as paramedic, personal trainer, paramedic, and also I've had many experiences in my life where I've been at least, well, 3 intimate relationships and 2 friendships, so it's 5. Oh gosh, heightened learning path for me, where I've been with narcissists, sociopaths, and psychopaths. Now, I believe that journey helped me activate my gifts to be in masterful state of being, which is why when I do balances with you, I do them remotely. They're very gentle. They're loving. It's like being in a hammock of love. I know a few of you on the call, Bernie, you're on this here. If just drop a comment below. If you're watching this and you've done a balance call with me, just drop a comment. Here's a hot tip, ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching this on YouTube. Anyone who books a balance, they quickly run and book another one because they realize, oh my God, this is amazing. So have that experience for you. That's why I'm making it 75% off for you. So you can go and have that experience. You can get balanced and calm. You don't have to waste a whole bunch of time and money, because here's the opportunity cost if you stay stressed and fearful. There's a massive opportunity cost. One of them, and some critical ones, are you're going to lower your immunity and you will make yourself much more susceptible to being sick. Right? And no one wants that. No one wants that. The second thing is you'll cut yourself off. If you're in fear, you'll cut yourself, and you're stressed, you'll cut yourself off from opportunities and portals of possibility that are orbiting around you at all times with resources and people. But if you're stressed, you're shut down, you've got the blinkers on, you're not going to see it or believe that you can receive it, and therefore it can't dock, it can't land. And so when we do a balance and align you, what happens is like your energy field says, oh, interlocking match, right? And so you can receive it. And it's so magic happens because people and resources open up everywhere, right? I mean, when I do this, I have people that transform health instantly or within days. It unfolds. I have people who manifest thousands of dollars or hundreds of dollars, or some people even tens of thousands of dollars, right? I can't guarantee that for you, but what I can promise you is that life gets better when you're aligned and balanced. It's an incredible experience for you. And if you've never had one, it's exceptional. It's unlike anything else. There is no alternative, right? And I'm kind of been a bit of a pioneer for many years doing this, as are there many light workers as well around the world, all being activated. And if you're hearing this and you're a light worker too, I really specialize in healing the healers, because we all need to be up front line and center, because I promise you within 30 days or less, there's going to be a tsunami wave of enormous sense of betrayal and grief sweeping over the planet. With an opportunity of the light as well, right? But everything that people have known is going to come crumbling down really fast. And so what I wanted to just express is my history, my experience with being involved with psychopaths and narcissists and sociopaths, professionally as a paramedic as well as personally in my life, is it really prepared me not just for my guests, but to be completely awake and aware of all the red flags, all the BS, all the programming in the matrix and what people are doing and how they're doing it. I can also be very discerning about someone's flipped out behavior versus their patterning of who they're choosing to play out in the role of life, i.e., someone with a big heart who could potentially act out in greed and narcissism in a moment because they're in a crisis, right? Versus someone who's a psychopath and just loves the game and is kicking people around like the mouse until they're limped and almost dead in the corner, right? I've experienced all of that. And if you've had any of those experiences in the past, personally or professionally, you'll know what I mean. But guess what? The whole world's about to wake up to realize they've been in the net of psychopaths. And so that's going to be quite a shock. It's going to be an awful shock. And like, well, then what next? And how do we move forward? All of that's coming. You're going to be fully supported. I want to give you that. I want to let you know there is an amazing opportunity, flourishing and blooming, coming up. But there is a storm in the process before that is going to have that clearing, because all the old has to fall away. It has to make the space, right? We have to all wake up to that programming of what's been carrying on for eons, so that we as a human collective don't make the mistake again of being ignorant and giving away our power, which is how psychopaths reign, which is how you get into really dysfunctional relationships with them, because you give away your power. Now, this is true on any level in life, right? So hopefully this has been really valuable for you. I'm going to sum it up with the 4 things that you want to do. You want to make sure that you focus on your mindset, keep yourself present, be grateful. 2, you want to focus on your vibration, make sure it's a love frequency. Tune in. And if you want an accelerated process with that, click the link. I think I've put the link up already. Book yourself in a balance call. Don't delay, just do it, because they book out really quick. But I did this a couple of weeks ago, and I actually have my son home with me now. So I've got him, and it's not even really because I'm worried too much about the coronavirus, to be honest. It's more because he's got a little rash on his chin, which needs to be contained. So that's why. I just wanted to give you that little heads up. Number 3, be of service. Be of service to your neighbors, be of service to your family, be of service to yourself and humanity by keeping your vibration high, being positive, focusing on hope. And just understand, you know, beyond hope, there's so much more beauty coming. Keep the focus of creating a reality that, you know, what would you do if you're completely free? Focus on that, right? Focus on that, and be willing to be adaptive, because you're going to need to be. If you resist that, you're going to create a lot of suffering for yourself and for other people around you. So that's going to be the biggest challenge. Be willing to adapt, so that and the more that you're practicing being in a calm state, you're going to be able to have the flexibility to adapt and transform with ease, very quickly, very rapidly, without having all the emotional debris spinning around and slashing you up and other people up along the way. So again, I hope this has been amazing value for you. If you are watching this on YouTube or on any of my other channels, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you smash that like or love button so that you receive, you know, so I receive the connection with you, and I can, and comment below, share it if you feel that this is valuable for other people, and make sure you do subscribe on my channel so that you receive my future content, because I'll be doing more daily lives for you as well and connecting. Much love, light, and manifesting lots of magic. Stay peace, right? Calm, relax into the unknown. Let go of trying to be certain of everything else. You can be certain of yourself within, and the more that you clear out all that noise, the more you can tune into your intuitive ear, God's whisper, and you'll be able to access all of the people and resources that you need with abundance. Mwah.